So before I left my corporate career, I had a feeling in me for a long time, actually, for probably a couple of years, that I wanted to go and do something different, that I wanted to start a business, that I wanted to help people. And the most clarity I had was that I wanted to help people with leadership. And I wanted to help people become better leaders of themselves. And on the corporate side, help companies, help organizations develop high potential people and develop leadership in their employees. And I thought at that time that that was a lot to know, that was all I needed to know, that I would learn more as I went on. I always knew, because I've always been into learning and growing, and I knew I would gain more knowledge and understanding as I went on. But I thought just having that was enough. I said, I know I don't want to work in a big company anymore, and I want to go out and start a business and make a bigger impact. Well, the truth is that I didn't have clarity on who I wanted to be. I had some clarity on who I was. I had a good feel after working in corporate for 18 years about like things that I'm good at. I had a good idea about things that I enjoy. I had a pretty good idea about things that I wasn't good at and that I didn't enjoy doing. But I didn't have a clear vision on who I wanted to be going forward. And that is a really key question that I've been thinking about so much as my business now is helping and impacting, even from afar, more people, is getting people to be and helping people to be more aware of who do you want to be. Because it's not the what. It's not what job we have. It's not what title we have. It's not what salary we make. It's not what company we work for. It's not what we can tell our friends, our family. It's knowing and having that clarity and vision within ourselves, in ourselves, of who we are, but most importantly, like who we want to be. And thankfully, I took the time to do the work. I surrounded myself with great people. I got a coach. I actually had a couple of coaches, and I did the work in here, within me, in here and up here, to really get clarity. And I needed guidance on this. Like, I didn't really know where to start. And thankfully, by surrounding myself with the right people, by going at it with a growth mindset and owning it, and listening to others and learning, I was able to get traction on who I want to be. And now I have so much clarity. And it's at that point that you have that clarity on who you want to be later. And I'm not talking about like a 2 or 3 or 5 year plan or 10-year plan in terms of work and career trajectory. I'm talking about just who you are inside and who you want to be. And I'd like for you to ask yourself, and do you ever ask yourself this question? Ask yourself, do I know who I want to be down the road? Do I know who I want to be in a year, in 3 years, in 5 years? Because when you have that understanding, and it's not, by the way, it's not an arrival that you get an answer to and then that's it. It's black and white, it's binary, you got the answer and then it's done. It's something that you're always mindful of and aware of and constantly working on. And there are pieces that come together clearly and tangibly, like your purpose. Like, I know and have very good clarity on my purpose about using my authenticity and generosity to help people think about things differently, to look at things differently, and to bring people together. That's my purpose. My mission is to help people take ownership of their career and create fulfillment in the work that they do. And I was able to get to those, and my mission is aligned with my purpose. My purpose is aligned with my why, and I got to those by learning who I am inside and who I want to be. So ask yourself, do you have that understanding? Do you have that clarity? Do you have that vision of who you want to be? And when you get that, I promise you that when you get it, the decision making and the choices and the actions you take every day to build a new business, to create more impact, to help people, to serve people, to make a difference in a different way at your job, to change roles, to change jobs, all that becomes a lot easier. It doesn't become a walk in the park. It's still really hard. Life's hard. Career stuff's hard. Starting a business is hard. I'm now doing, having started my business, the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. But your decision making and knowing what choices to make, what things to do, what people to connect with, what plans to make, what to incorporate into your work becomes just clearer and easier. You just know you have a comfort level. It's really a nice feeling, actually. You have a comfort level of, hey, I'm doing the right thing. Okay? So ask yourself that question, and do you know the answer to that? Do you know who you want to be? Not even really today. That's a big part of it. But for this, I would like for you to think about it. Do you know who you want to be down the road? Do you know what you are inside, who you are inside, and what things will align to bring you fulfillment and joy? All right, so think about that and comment. I'd love to hear back. The feedback is invaluable. I'd love to hear back, what progress you've made on this. Do you have that clarity? I meet a lot of people who don't have it at all. I meet some people who do. I meet some people who have a little bit of it. Where do you fall when you ask yourself that question? Let me know, okay? Thank you.